Generation 9 marks the first time that Tyranitar has dropped to UU in its history. It's been OU every single generation, and today we're going to be going through the journey of Tyranitar. By the way, I'm charjabugfan and make Pokemon content and would love to you to subscribe. You don't have to, of course, but the choice is yours. Tyranitar is a Pokemon with everything going for it, with a massive base stat total of 600 and a very good stat distribution. 5 out of its 6 stats are over base 90. That is ridiculous, and its only downside speed is fixed with stuff like Rock Polish and Dragon Dance. And despite its quite mediocre typing, it's been able to succeed in every single generation. In fact, it was even defining part of generations 3 through 5 because of its weather ability. And also Sandstream giving it a special defense boost made it an effective special tank. Now, why in this generation specifically has Tyranitar dropped to UU? Well, if you look at some of the top-ranked Pokemon in OU, it only really has a good matchup against Dragapult and Volcarona, and the rest of them, it has a neutral to bad matchup against them. In fact, the best Pokemon in the tier, Great Tusk, is actually one of its greatest counters, unless it terrestrializes, of course, but that has its own problems. These include not getting the 50% special defense boost unless you terror into a rock type, which won't work because you'll still be weak to Great Tusk, and getting chipped in by Sandstorm unless you transform into a steel or ground type, which ground type is the only one that's really palatable. But it would rather remove its grass and water weaknesses rather than keeping them with the ground type. Now, the removal of Pursuit in Generation 8 was a huge blow to Tyranitar, as its trapping with Pursuit was one of its greatest ever features. It meant Pokemon like Blacephalon could get off scot-free with just switching out on it. However, it still kept a niche in Generation 8 as its weather setting abilities disrupted the rain that was very common towards the end of it, and the balance and stall teams that were popular were completely stuffed by it. But with weather not nearly being as popular as it was in Generation 8 in this generation, and also the fact that the stall teams and balance teams just don't exist due to the nerfing of them, Lassie Twins have gone, Zapdos has gone, and Volcarona knows how to Terra now, so it doesn't have that as a counter. And also Weavile's an RU. Poor Weavile. Thus, Tyranitar dropped to UU, which, unsurprisingly, it's very good there, being an A-ranked Pokemon on the viability rankings for that tier. And yeah, finally Gojira has fallen from OU, and it's a tragedy that no one thought they'd ever see, but here we are. Tyranitar's left to play in the sandpit alone, except for Lycanroc, of course, but Lycanroc's that weird dog, and Tyranitar doesn't really know why he's there. He just keeps trying to shuffle away from him. I don't know where this metaphor's going either. Anyways, that's about it for today. See you guys probably tomorrow. Bye.